very, very special video tonight. I'm actually going to do a quick video now, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do our talk show for tonight. So if you have not seen that, I also want to announce that this is my inaugural YouTube video. So not only will this be on my Twitch channel, but this is also going to be on my YouTube channel as well. This is kind of the welcome to the channel, and then I'm going to be doing some parse videos out after that. At first, my YouTube channel is going to be a little bit. So for my YouTube folks, it's going to be new content because I'm gonna bring over some of the content I've done here over in my Twitch channel. But I'm also going to be putting original content. So for anybody that checks out Twitch, I'm still going to do stuff on Twitch. I'm still going to do things and post them up on YouTube as well, so that others can experience them, take a look, see what's going on, and check it out. Because some folks have YouTube, some people do Twitch, and obviously you guys will get the live experience. So we'll do that. But I'm also gonna produce content as well. But as this video is called, and as this segment is called, Mantic Games sent me a box. So I've been waiting to do this for a little while. My life has gotten really hectic. So I got this giant box. So of course this video, I want to say, is 100% helped and sponsored by Mantic Games. So thanks the folks over at Mantic Games for giving me some stuff that I will be featuring on my channel. I'll be featuring in other videos. We'll be doing coverage of their products. So you're going to be seeing a lot of that stuff. And we're going to take a look and check it out. And like I said, this is also special because it's going to be that first YouTube video as well. And we'll have some other campaign content. I'm getting real big headway in the studio in there. We're going to do some. This week will be the next final touches, and I'll be there. And then obviously I got to get all the stuff together. So for folks that don't know who Mantic Games are, if you're a tabletop fan, tabletop RPGs, or just in general are a fan of tabletop games, you have Mantic Games is well known for Kings of War. They also are known for a game called Vanguard, the Walking Dead miniature game, the Hellboy board game. So they have a lot of different properties that they're in, and I've actually played all of their games. It's very funny how me and Mantic have been old friends, but I never really got to meet a lot of them because I didn't, just recently started going to a lot more of the gaming conventions and such. So I was able to make some contacts there and talk to some of the folks over there a little bit more. And particularly in Kings of War, I'm really becoming more and more impressed with their model line. And as somebody who wants to do some campaign stuff, some different things, they're definitely stepping up their game. But even their older models, as much as they may give them discredit, they have some really cool stuff. But really interested in a lot of the other IPs and properties they have. So without further ado, let's jump in, start grabbing stuff out of the box, see what's in here. I have no clue what's in here for the most part. I sort of weeded through it and maybe glanced, so I might have an inference of what's here, but I don't know everything that's in here, so we're going to discover it together. So this is kind of an unboxing video. It's kind of an introduction to Mantic Games. It's an intro to a lot of stuff. So let me know what you guys think, and we will, go through it. And if you have questions, I always love when you guys throw live comments up there. Let me know what's up. All right, so let's further ado, let's get in here and start grabbing some stuff. Oh boy. Alright, this is a very filled box. Alrighty. Alright, so how do I want to do this? Alright, so we'll start off with the first two things that are in the box. So first off, we're going to go with, and you know what, I did say Kings of War and I did say Vanguard. I should also be mentioned that they have a futuristic Space Marines kind of thing as well. So they do have sci-fi settings in addition to the other games. So let's take a look and see what we got. So first off, we have, and I'm going to give you guys a closer up shot of that. If my camera would like to be not a butt head. So let's see if it'll focus on it. Of course it won't. Alright, let's give it, so we'll cheat. We'll give it my hand. There we go. Nice. So yeah, so you can see there we have Kings of War, Vanguard, Northern Alliance Warband set. Now there are 20 miniatures in here. 20 miniatures. Craziness. So you get a sample of everything from the Northern Alliance. So the Northern Alliance in their game, they're like Norse, they're like Vikings. They got snow giants and stuff, which is pretty cool. So I think we have in there, if I'm not mistaken, we have a couple of frost. Yeah, we have some. I would say Northern Alliance. The best way to think of them is think of them as the White Walkers from Game of Thrones. It's a good way to think of it because you kind of have White Walker. I think they're frost giants, frost people. You have some just men, humans, some Viking guys. Yeah, it looks like assassins. Of course, you have a snow, really nice snow giant monster, like a Yeti, which is awesome. And now Vanguard is their small squad game. So if you are a, for instance, Games Workshop player, you might know of Kill Team for 40K. Warcry is now the smaller squad game for Age of Sigmar. That would be basically what Vanguard is. But what's cool, and it's true in GW for the most part, there are a few exceptions, but in GW, same thing, when they do their smaller games, you're always able to play these in the bigger games. So you'll notice it says Kings of War Vanguard, because you can use this piece in either Kings of War or Vanguard. So that's the Northern Alliance pack. And it's 20 models in this box, which I believe this retails. Now, this is where Kings of War is crazy. So if we were thinking of GW prices, this would be 20 models in a box, easily a $50 to $60 model kit, maybe 70, depending on it. This model kit, ooh, there we go, I got to focus. This model kit is only $40. So 20 models, $40, much nicer price value. I mean, you're getting larger models in here. Pretty cool. All right, next up, we have something from the Orc Regiment. So Orc Kruger on Winged Slasher. So this is an Orc piece. It's a named character in Kings of War. So you can see here, and again, like I said, this is, so what you saw here, the Northern Alliance guys, that's more of the newer model line for Mantic Games when it comes to their Kings of War and Vanguard franchise. This is actually older. This is one of their older models, but very cool. Very cool model. And I'm definitely, what I'm going to be looking to do for them, I want to get a faction of Orcs and Goblins for them. I'm a sucker for Orcs and Goblins. I play them in Age of Sigmar, but I do want to play them in Kings of War as well. Now, what's different about Kings of War from a mechanic standpoint, again, I'm just going to do little primers of their catalog of stuff that's in here, and then I'm going to do specific targeted videos on each of these models, so we'll have those as well. But Kings of War, this is, so in their game, what's a little bit different from, let's say, Age of Sigmar, which is their fantasy setting, or their sci-fi setting, is that they build this game on more like, they're a little bit more like, if you remember Warhammer Fantasy, where it's a regiment. So it's all about the regiment and if you kill the entire regiment versus taking guys off, which is kind of cool from a model building standpoint, because when you have infantry units, you can build dioramas for that squad. So it kind of all moves as one piece. So it's more of a tactical game. Still has magic, still has spells, still has shooting, still has close combat. There's still flanking, still have bonuses, but it's not about morale breaking. It's not the more skirmish kind of style that GW has moved their games to be more like. Cool. And I should also mention that all of these model kits are resin based. And that's not true. So new guys, plastic. Old guys should be resin. So I think this is a resin model, if I'm not mistaken. The older models. So that orc guy. You know what? I'm gonna Jeez Louise, that's big. Okay. Oh, that's all that's in. Okay. That's easy to review. All right, cool. All right. So we had those two guys in there. And then I'm going to go into... So I'm going to keep going on the Kings of War. So this is pretty insane. And again, I have to say thank you to Mantic Games for sending me all this stuff. But yeah, this is... So this is Kings of War. Now this is a cool thing that they do with Kings of War. They sell these army boxes and what they call mega army boxes. So this is for Kings of War. So this is essentially their version. So army boxes are their version of like start collecting that GW would do. But what I like about Kings of War that's a little bit different is that when they do a army box or they do a mega army box, they really do give you quite a lot of stuff inside the box. Like with GW, I don't want to say that some of the start collecting boxes really don't give you an army. They kind of don't. They'll give you like a smattering of units because the idea is that, you know, GW's stance is that you're really, it is what it is. It's start collecting. So they're giving you like pieces of stuff so you build the model range in your army. But what I like about Kings of War is that they go a little bit of a different direction. They say, we want to give you something with synergy right out of the box. So you can just play our game, go for it, and you have everything. Now this is the Mega Army box, and this is for the Force of Nature guys. I was really drawn to this army, and we're going to do both battle reports using this army, and we'll be doing, I'll be doing some other targeted campaigns. Now, I'm going to be facing these guys off against the Goblins. Now, the reason that the Goblin army didn't come this time around, which... Again, I have to say such a big thank you to Mantic Games because they're going to be sending me some more stuff too. The Goblins are actually getting a remake. They're going to be redoing the Goblin units. Those will be coming down the road. I'll be facing those guys off. Either these, I'm also looking into the Abyssal Dwarves, which are new. Basically chaos. People, because this is all about nature. So this is like sort of your, if you think about it, all the creatures of the world uniting in one warband to like fight all of the other races that might be destroying the woods, destroying the earth, destroying different places, which is why I thought it'd be kind of fun to face them off goblins and dwarves, But forces of nature, there are some pretty awesome models in here. So if you guys look at the back of the box. So, again, we're getting in this box 60 of these guys. These are basically dinosaurs. They're like lizard men, dinosaur kind of guys. You get a sorcerer, one of them. You're getting some larger, like tree ents, like treemen. You're getting 3 of those. You're getting this one behemoth. It's a rock elemental. It's all the way on this side. And then you're getting 40 of basically Atlanteans. They're like merfolk Atlantean people. Because like I said, this is all about nature. So it's all about nature banding together to fight folks, which is, I think, just pretty awesome. They have a lot more of the models. They have fire elementals, basically every element of the earth fighting all of the other races. I thought these models, now again, this is all the older range of Kings of War. So these are all their resin models. But even as an older model, I think these models are pretty awesome. Pretty cool. Now again, I'm going to be doing a full review of this box. This is just kind of a sample of what was given to me. Now again, if we were talking about GW for a box like this, you're talking about there's 105 models in this box. So just to put it in perspective, a typical GW box of 2 armies, you get maybe 30-40 units. With the rule book, with everything else, they're going to give you, they're going to charge you about 120, well, actually, now closer to 150, 170 for a box of that. Maybe you get a little bit of terrain, maybe. But yeah, this whole box of stuff is literally $140. So $140, and when I say that you get everything, like, you get a decent sized army. Like, maybe you might go on and maybe bump up and buy some more elementals and stuff, but you get a pretty good, like, you probably are going to just buy characters with this. Now, what's pretty cool about Kings of War 2, which is something that a lot of people don't know, is that Kings of War is actually a game that is a game that people, in the rules, you can actually use, they encourage you to use other people's models. So even if, let's say, you want to have other cool models that you have from other games, so you want to sub in other models, in addition to their models, they're completely okay with it. Like, that they actually think it's a good idea. So, and that's where the diorama piece is so compelling for them, because you can just do some really wacky, cool stuff, and make these crazy dioramas. Because if you saw in the Mega Army box, you know, when you see the 60 guys together, you can create one big diorama, because that's going to all move as one mass. You're not going to pull off guys like you do in fantasy where they get killed, and you're not going to be moving them in squads or coherency. It's all going to be just one strategic set of guys moving. Now, if you play their Vanguard game is a little bit more like a squad-based. It feels a little bit more like that skirmish kind of game. Cool. All right. And then last but not least, what I'm really pumped about is taking a step away from Kings of War and Vanguard, Hellboy, the board game. So a lot of people may not be familiar. Mantic actually are the ones that make both the Hellboy board game and Walking Dead Total War, which is the miniature game for Walking Dead. A lot of fun. It's pretty cool. The Walking Dead game is a two player zombie game essentially, and then you have a third. You can have a third player who plays the actual zombies. The zombies are actually treated as NPCs, but you and your opponent are trying to like make your way through. Obviously surviving. But the Hellboy board game is a pretty cool game, so I will give you guys the splurge of what's here. Now, of course, this is a model tabletop game, sort of a dungeon crawler kind of game, mission-based objectives. What I was impressed by this game is, if you are a huge Hellboy fan, it really does capture the Hellboy motif of just Hellboy always being in a lot of trouble and things just never getting better. Like, it just keeps getting harder and harder to do stuff. What's cool about this game, so you can see here what it comes with. I'm going to try to get a better shot in the camera. Yeah, my camera just doesn't want to focus today. Okay, wait, hold on. There we go. Perfect. All right, so we got 25 miniatures, 4 agents, 3 bosses, 18 minions, 13 custom dice, 12 double-sided room tiles, over 160 cards, over 120 tokens and counters. Excuse me. Quick start guide and rulebook. So, of course, it says 4 agents. So the 4 agents that this comes with are none other than, I believe it should be, Hellboy, Abe, Sapien. Oh wow, I am completely forgetting Hellboy's girlfriend's name. Wow. Her, basically the 4 core members that you see with Hellboy for the, for the BPRD, the Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense. And what's cool about this game, again, it's a mission objective, so it is a co-op board game you are playing. What I already love about this game is there is a ton of expansions for this game already. They've done holiday-based expansions, so Baba Yaga, they did for holiday, they did Krampus, they did other little expansion sets, so all the more notable big monsters and mythical monsters from Hellboy. They've obviously done other areas of Hellboy, so if you've read the Hellboy comic, you would know that Hellboy, starts in the United States, but he actually goes to Mexico and other places, worldwide, and they have expansion sets that take you there and expand your agents, expands your other characters that you have. So it's pretty cool. And of course, you can see here you have some custom dice, similar to a lot of games that are board game co-op mode. So things like if you're a GW player, Warhammer Quest, it's got some elements of that in it. With I believe specific character dice, you roll the dice for your dice pool, and then you allocate them to go and do the things you want to do or abilities. But it is an awesome game, awesome way to make things happen. I'm really excited to bust this open and check it out. So not only will I have a review of I will unbox the game and review that, but I will also obviously be doing painting videos and assembly videos of all these models, and going through that. And then we will be doing some cooperative board game play, so playthroughs with my buddies and me, who will actually be jumping into a live show. So folks that are watching this as I post this to YouTube, and also folks that are watching this on Twitch, every Thursday night, usually at 8:30 we do it, but I'm a little late tonight. We're going to do it at 9. But we do a weekly RPG campaign. Actually, this week, we once a month, we take a break and do a talk show format of just tabletop geeky stuff. And we're going to be doing that tonight. And then we'll be jumping back to our Red Market campaign next week. So if you're a big fan of zombie games, that's a great RPG where you can see a zombie campaign. And actually that one I will be a player. I won't be DMing like I do normally in the other campaigns. So we'll be doing that at 9. But for folks that are watching this on YouTube, I will... Blah, 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 blah. I will, for folks that are watching this on YouTube, I will be posting up those videos in addition to this video. And we will do playthroughs, we will do other stuff. So there's a lot of different videos coming for both my Twitch audience and my YouTube audience. I'm going to be re-engaging in YouTube. I haven't done YouTube in a while, but I'm going to sprinkle some stuff up there. We're going to see what happens. But yeah, so that is an awesome... amazing amount of stuff that Mantic was able to give me. I'm so thrilled and happy that I was able to connect with them and get some of this cool stuff that I'm so engaged and ready to play with, and get going. So like I said, we'll start with assembly videos and painting videos, and then we'll move into full battle reports with stuff, and just here and there some new product reviews from them, because once the Goblin stuff starts to come out, I know that the folks there are looking to have me take a gander, and see, because like I said, this that mega army for the Force of Nature, I'm so intrigued to get it open. There's a lot of cool stuff in there, and I'm really looking forward to it. So to go through that with you, and like I said, those are resin models, but they're moving to plastic format models. So there's a lot of cool things happening. Very underrated company in the sense of they make great games. And they're such a cool place, and they're really about their community and their players. So it's all really good stuff if you haven't checked them out, if you've been a GW player and you're thinking about jumping back in, or really just looking for a new game. And they have a lot of scenario play and different things that you can do as well. So there might be some really cool things in there. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this video. I know this is kind of a short video. I don't think I've ever done this quick of a video before. Most of my videos are about an hour long. But if you guys have any questions, comments, please add them in. And if you are a huge fan or intrigued by learning a little bit more about Mantic and their products, like I said, stay tuned for the other videos of me doing unboxings of all that stuff, and then the painting videos for the minis and models, and just seeing a little bit more about it. So I got a lot of cool stuff. You can check out the other painting videos I have on the Twitch channel already. You can also check out the last 2 campaigns for our Toon Town campaign, and the last 2 for Red Market are there on the channel, so you can go back and check those out. I do want to apologize for the sound issues we had in those. I'm going to try to resolve that, but we were having a few sound issues in those videos. So hopefully that'll all get resolved tonight because we're doing a talk show. I also have playthrough game videos, of course, games that are coming out like the Avengers game, the new Spider-Man game, different games that are hitting that we're really anticipating. I'm going to be reviewing those as well. So my channel goes in a lot of areas. I also do drawing, sketching, comic book stuff. So lots of stuff. So if you like what you heard, if you really enjoyed this video and you think that you'd want to hear more, please think about following the channel. If you want, you can jump over to YouTube. There's no videos of the channel yet, but the YouTube, I mean, this video will be there in a minute. But YouTube, you can check out the channel there. Get set up to subscribe under Modern Geek Gaming. So you'll see that on there, and you can become a subscriber there, so that when we do some of the unique original content we're looking to do over there, you can be on the first to know list. You'll know exactly when that hits. But like I said, I will be throwing some other videos up there, and I will try to do a few exclusive videos, or I might do some YouTube live. I think I'm going to do live because I really like live videos, so I might do some over there and some over here. But for this stuff that I showed today, I'm going to do all of that on my Twitch channel and jump it over to YouTube for that audience as well. All right. Well, thank you guys. As always, please, if you think you like what you heard, if you're watching this after the fact, please take a thought on following the channel. And then you'll see there are some other links below. That's both my website as well as my Patreon. My Patreon is really around my original indie comic art and daily art that I do. I'm going to be getting back in the swing of doing that daily art, so you'll see more posts to that. I did post up one of my first web strips up there. I'm going to be posting the second one very soon. It's just taking a little bit longer. A lot of things have been throwing down the pike for me. But I'm going to get right to it tomorrow. It's going to be a big day. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. So if you want to check that out, the Patreon is a great way to support. You know, that monetary support is how I get the products that I am reviewing, the materials I need, the things I need to continue to do that for you. I want, you know, the more funds I get, of course, I can review more games, because Mantic was nice enough to send me a couple of products, but not every company has been as generous as them. You know, I do have to pay a lot for GW stuff out of pocket and everything else, and so part of really the money that I asked for with Patreon is really about that. It's also so I can start to do this more full time for you guys, so I can really delve in for more content and really up my production quality and value as I've been little bit here and there. And then also you can check out my personal website, moderngeekcomics.com, both to see more of my artwork and also to see more of my painting. So I have models that I've painted. I'm going to be putting up more models that I've painted, so you have a better catalog. And obviously you could hire me for services through there. But I understand the monetary stuff is tough for a lot of people right now, so I don't expect everybody to run to that. But like I said, if you just give me a follow on the channel, be here live when we do videos, share it to other folks, say a few words, you know, definitely contribute, ask questions, you know, that's totally free. It's a great way to help me and to get me into more places, so I can continue to hopefully give you guys some great content, some fun stuff, and just, you know, give you a little bit of a distraction from a world that's pretty crazy, pretty nuts, and quite frankly makes me scared most of the time. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you at the next video. And again, throughout the week, I'll have more videos of us getting this stuff up and taking it apart. So don't fret. I'm gonna have content for you guys. I'm gonna try to hit up content every day. There might be some breaks, like yesterday I didn't do any, but we're gonna definitely get to a better place where every day I'm doing some content for you guys. All right, take care, everybody. See you soon. And again, wash your hands, be safe, and make sure you respect everybody on this planet, because it's when we work together and figure out our problems that we get further. So take care, everybody. See you soon.